I was able to take a $2,000 payout in just 7 days of trading, and I wanna go over some of the simple setups that I took to get there, and also just the approach in order of slowing things down, simplifying things, and not rushing the payout, and it actually came quicker. So you can see it was the first one of the year, almost 2 weeks into the year. $2,000 to start us off, so not bad at all. But I wanna go over just the simplicity. I have videos on all of these setups and all the daily breakdowns, so we'll go over that, but more so just the approach on how it happened so quickly and easily this time, right? They're not all this stress free or this quickly, but this time it was. So, like I said, over here we're on the 1 minute on the right side. I'm playing retests off of the same VWAPs, just trading with the trend, right? That's gonna be the first thing. If I don't have a clear read on trend, I don't want to be trying to guess where it's going to end up. I want to be playing with clear VWAPs that it's full alignment. So for a long, I should be above this black overnight and the blue New York. If buyers are in above both of them, the trend is moving higher. I know I want to be a buyer. Now, with that, knowing I want to be a buyer, I know where I want to buy it. On each and every one of these days, it's close to this VWAP, right? Whether it's on the break or the return on a bounce. Either way, I want price here before it leaves the station, right? So let's just go into some more setups here. You'll see same thing. Could I get all excited and jump in here on a Monday morning right at the open, right at 9:30 because it's looking bullish? Sure. Structure's not built yet. I don't know what the open wants to do. Let's just ease into the week. There's no rush for anything, for the wins of the day, for the week, to get this payout. Slow and steady. I know I want to be a buyer though, so let's let this first 15 minutes shake out. It holds above the black overnight. Okay, so we don't have full alignment yet, right? When we're down here until we get back above the blue one, which is anchored from today's New York. So once buyers take that out, now I've let the open come in. I know the trend is bullish. I can get price close to this VWAP. All right, the rest is out of my control. I just need to play the probabilities and know what works over time and get in long with a good stop loss. I didn't try to time the markets perfectly on any of these setups, right? If I'm long in it on this break above New York, you could easily say, don't come back below. Don't pull back at all. Let me put a stop loss super tight because then I get really great risk reward to this high. You just take unnecessary losses, trying to be too perfect with it, time it too perfectly. When it's like, just give it all the room it needs to find out if you can be right or wrong. It holds in, it makes higher lows, and we sit in for the win. Another thing here, handling losses well. Right, so this is the first loss of the year in this video, but playing off of the same view up. So I'm not mad at myself for taking this trade because, again, directionally, we're above both of these VWAPs. So I know I want to be a buyer. Trend's bullish. Where do I want to be a buyer? I said either the break of the VWAP back here or the return to it, and I'll play the bounce, right? Catch the next higher low. Let's go make the next higher high. It had been working on all those other setups. Let me play it again. I play it, I lose. Now, do I just flip to the shorts? Do I oversize on the next trade? Do I get in immediately, maybe back into a long? What should I do? Well, I do get back in long because I'm patient. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not really wrong on the longs yet. Let me not, first off, chase the shorts. That would be the first thing not to do. Let me not oversize on the longs immediately. And then now I have a super tight stop loss, right? Because I can't afford to give it space. Let's give it some time, right? I got stopped out probably only within 10 minutes, but it's better than just jumping right back in immediately. Then I have a good stop loss to say, again, I'm not trying to time it perfectly. I don't know if it's going to skyrocket from here or from this price, but way later. So I'm playing the same consistent prices with the trend and keeping a level head, right? If you can't accept losses, I don't care how good the strategy is, you're not going to be able to build the account long enough to take it to payout, right? Because I had up until this point, right, probably one or two, three solid days of trading. I take a loss, I take another loss, and another loss all in the same day just because I couldn't handle that first loss when it came. Well, it didn't matter how good I traded those previous days. I throw it all away on one bad day just because you can't handle losses, right? So recognizing that this loss doesn't hurt me, right? I didn't get back all the gains. I could still find another entry. I like the setup. Let's just stick to what the game plan is. And then you're able to maximize and make the money back. Right now, sometimes you will end the day red, but you got to be able to handle losses, not oversizing, not over revenge trading or putting too tight of stop. Just revert back to what's been working. This is the very next day, following that losing day when we made back the loss. All right, it's the same VWAP retest to this black overnight, break above the blue New York. Everything that I had been doing, even on the losing day, let's just keep going, keep following the plan. Trend continues this day, and we get another simple winner. Moving on to the next. Another one on the Wednesday. I made money at the open. don't chase the first break of open range high. So now for anyone that's unfamiliar with my VWAP strategy, I will say it's all available for free. Just go to the link down below and find ASFX TV. My full strategy is on there. I teach it A through Z. I did an update to it at the beginning of December, so definitely go check that out. And then tune into the live streams with it. You'll see the trades that we're taking every day, the ones that we're purposely not taking, why we're not taking it, where the stop loss goes, everything that you need to hold yourself accountable as well. And we'll take these setups. So you can see I don't want to chase the first break of this opening range here. That's all in the strategy there. But where do I need that price? Close to VWAP. So it pulls back to the blue one, and let's go make a new high. It doesn't rip immediately, but I have a good stop loss. I even add in as it's confirming my idea over here. So just staying convinced that longs are still in as long as we're not breaking structure lower. And on this markup specifically, how to get payouts in 7 days. Not that you need to rush it or get it within 7 days. Take profits. Too many times you get pops higher and you don't secure anything up here. Maybe you walk away with zero because of a lot of volatility came in. I didn't expect that. Now it does come back higher. You can see on this markup, just showing you the power of why I want my price at New York VWAP. It's because where the moves happen from, right? So you could technically try to make money in this little pop. That's obviously a clean trade. That's obviously a clean trade. Making great moves from this VWAP. Now I was long earlier and you get stopped out in this volatility, but I was able to make money prior to there, right? Not walking away with zero. I think it's on one of these ones over here at the open where I take the win, I come back. This is during the opening range setting. So this is still only 7 minutes into the day. Not something I normally do, but this would have came back down for the short term at least before coming back higher. So just take your stress-free gains. Know that you can get back in, especially on this day. This is at 9:37 on Wednesday. This is at 10:05 on the same Wednesday. Just getting back in, continuing to play the trend. So don't marry your trades forever. Secure profits. I think another thing with the taking of losses that throws you off tilt and makes you do stupid trades, thankfully I didn't on this day, right, is not securing gains. So let's say you were long, you even added in or whatever, and you do nothing up here on this example, and you walk away with $0. Maybe that annoys you. Now you want to jump in at a bad price. You want to get back in and make that money back. So on this day, it does bounce back higher. Beautiful. Maybe you do make some money. But on a different day, when you could have made money on the move, it stops you out. Maybe it comes back down or whatever. You're just forcing stuff into the market because of what happened 10 minutes ago, right? So now because of the mismanagement, our whole day is ruined. We're going to throw away gains. We're going to oversize. We're going to chase trades. Where the calm, cool, repeatable, collected trading is just get in, get out, get in, get out. Just keep taking your base hits and they'll add up. We can go to my TradeZella here real quick and you'll see no big giant days to get this payout. It was $800 on the first day of the year. Then we add on 300, 500, 900, 300, 500. Before you know it, you're at $3,000. There's your payout. Take 2K out, take 1,500 out, whatever you want. It took 7 days of just one trade a day, except for the one where we lost and had to make it back. And on this Wednesday that we're going over, where I maximized on it, and I took two, right, on these clean bounces. So just overall, it doesn't have to take so much trades. And this was the final one to get us over. Just trading the trend, right, not chasing it away from these blue VWAPs. I want to be in at that price one way or another. Let it pull back. Here's my higher low. Now I can position myself to go catch the next move. Look at this exit. Did I call the top? No. I see money, I'll take money. I'll get back in later on, right? That was on Friday. How much was that? Only $530, but it's a nice little win. Added to the 300 we made that week, 900, 400, right? Just take your base hits, but ultimately you have to accept losses, right? Even on this day, which is now after the payout, a little bit of a battle. But I could walk away down 67. Well, it was worse than that. All right, we'll come back tomorrow, make 220. We'll come back the next day, make 600, right? So it's just about seeing the long term through, slowing things down, but more importantly, all the setups look the same. So the strategy is super important. But I feel like if you've seen my videos, if you're on ASFX TV, you know the strategy. You know what you're looking for. But can you do it? Can you wait for it to present? Or are you going to get caught trying to buy this first breakout when you know you shouldn't? Are you going to be in a winning trade and not close any green? I can't force you to, right? I can't hold your hand. Or other things when you have a nice long entry, but you put a stop loss there just because, right? So it's one thing to have the strategy, which I've given you, but if you can't follow it, you can't implement where the stop should go, where you should get out, how much risk to use or not use per trade, right? Don't oversize it. Then the outcomes are going to be different, right? But I found my stride. I know what's working for me. So keep on tuning back in. I appreciate you guys tuning into streams as well. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions on these setups. Like I said, it's probably on ASFX TV. You'll find your answer. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you use the link down below for your first month free. I'll see you on there tomorrow morning.